Survivor Speaks is the name at the end of the day. People love me or hate me, I don't care either way. Breast cancer busted through like a leaf in the night. A cancer's ass was knocked out before the end of the fight. A champion coming through, knocking everything out. It's just hard if you see, I do nothing for clout. Just like cancer, I'll let nothing take me out. So be respectful when you step foot inside of my house. Or prepare to have your ass escorted on out. So hop up out the bushes, wipe your feet, take a seat, and get comfortable and chill with your girl. Survivor Speaks, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Who, what? I'm Survivor Speak. What time is it? What time is it? It's time for you to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you get a notification each and every time that I go live. Yeah, it's Survivor Speaks and it's showtime, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. Peace, peace, peace. This video is being shown to you under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, education, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Smash that like button. Let's go. Let's try this again. This is round number 2. What's up, y'all? It is your favorite breast cancer survivor, Survivor Speaks, back with another live video. I don't know what happened. It just cut out. For always, can you hear me? I hope everybody else comes back. That was not me. That was not me. That was... I don't know what that was. Hopefully it does not cut out this time. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I see you're back forever. Let me go on and get out here to the right live because I took that other one down. I hope everyone comes back. Hit that like button and hit that like button. That was crazy. And not echoing right forever. It's frozen on the TV. I don't know what's going on. Like the content creators across YouTube are having issues regardless as to what platform we're streaming from. But I tend to have more issues with this platform. So I don't know what's going on, and it just kicked me out. If they kick me out again, I'm gonna have to go to my other system and just go live from there. I'm trying to get rid of one of them. It is definitely not given. I'm trying to see if the other people are going to come back. Thank you so much. I think I figured. I don't know if them kicking me out or if it was a system thing or not. Because before, I don't know. I just know that a lot of people are having like issues like with streaming platforms across YouTube, across social media. I heard that there like issues, but I do know with YouTube, they've been having like there have been a lot of complaints, like, you know, people not getting notifications, everything. So I know that I know somebody the other day because I was trying to I did not loop this video. Hold on, let me loop this. So shout out to No One for the track. Let me go ahead and drop No One's link in the chat. I finally got his music over here, and now this thing is giving us the business.
giving me the business. Like, I have no clue what's going on with it. But if you are a content creator and you're looking for music to put behind your video, you can definitely reach out to No One and work out the particulars with him. Listen, on my last video, like, the numbers is crazy, and like I've been able to like go live when I can, and then I'm live and not have something lined up right after it, like I'm off to to the hospital or something like that, since I've been going live a little earlier. Or like yesterday, I didn't go live at all. I wasn't doing too much of anything because, I was out, and then they called me, and I had to rush to the where my mother is, because she called me, and I just was like, oh gosh. But she's doing better. Tat Not Clouds. Thank you so much for rejoin the membership. I hope I don't get kicked out this time, but they're having issues all across YouTube, all social medias. They're having issues. So Tat, you done changed your profile picture. I like it. So shout out to Tat for rejoining the membership. Let me go ahead and play this for you, for rejoining the membership, and I'm glad to see you here today. Let's go ahead and play this for you. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the super chat or membership. I love you all. All right. So hopefully they don't kick us off. But like I said, they've been having trouble across YouTube. Like, they didn't give me it. Like, it just popped up. But I do know that the another guy that uses the system that I use, I was wanting to use the system more, so I was looking at a live video that he was doing for this, for the issues that I was having every time I got kicked out of here. Why is no one's? I'll put it on a loop. Okay, so let's see if it'll work this time. This is funny stuff. I put the track on a loop. That's looped, isn't it? Yeah, I think I did loop it. And it keeps going off. But his video just did the same thing that it did for me. It told him it kicked us out, but it didn't. It kicked him out one time, then the next time it said it kicked him out, and it didn't. But a lot of people are complaining about issues that they're having across YouTube. And hopefully I won't have any issues when I go to play the video that I want to watch with you all today. So for the sake of the video, let me go back to the a little bit of the backstory. Oh, okay. For always, thank you so much for always, staying on top of what's going on when you're in here. I appreciate you greatly. So in this heartbreaking turn of events, 13-year-old Kei'Mani Latigue, who was reported missing on March 18th. That's March 18th, not too long ago. She was found unalived in an abandoned house in East Toledo. Her father, Darnell Jones, also known as Darnell Ogletree, has been charged with her unaliving and abduction. So the video... this video is going to delve into the timeline of events, the community's reaction, and the ongoing investigation. So stay informed as we uncover the details surrounding this tragic case. Okay, so let me go ahead. We did make, if you are a member here, I did make an emoji for Kei'Mani, and I just dropped it here. This is getting out of hand. I'm a little outraged, with every day something else. Another child is being harmed. Another child is being unalived by their parents. It is getting way out of hand. We went over the trial for what was that guy's name? Look, I go over the trial and try to forget him, but I got chemo fog brain too. added into the equation, and it's it's a problem. Unalived his daughter, and now his son is handicapped. I forget his name. It's gonna come back to me. For always, you may know who I'm talking about. We just did, and I think that his mother was the issue, well, a big part of the issue when it came to that, because even though he unalived his daughter, his son is handicapped. She kept saying if he did do it, it was a crime of passion. Ma'am, that's not a crime of passion. That's not a crime of passion. I do believe he was going to take the whole family out, but when he went to that, I don't know if he left the kids and went over there to the Ruth Chris where the wife was having the dinner at. I'm not sure. And I was sitting here before like, why are my hands over? Because remember, I was trying to check and see if y'all can hear. Yeah. I'm tired. Look at FFS in the Measy Fiki house. In the Measy Fiki building. What's up, FFS? I ain't seen you in a long time. Welcome, 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 sir. So let me see what let me go ahead and move this and see what my, let me go up here and say hello to you guys in the chat. So what's up for always? Thank you for being here. That's a little long. I thought I'd shorten it, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Hold on a minute. Let me see something. Let me move these. Why I gotta see all of this when I'm thank you. Let me see if I can fit. No, it's gonna be too small. See, just leave well enough alone. I'll mess around with it later. I've been and broke it. We got tech clouds up in the building. What's going on? And we go FFS. The other people from my last live, maybe they didn't see. I just went right on live. There go Nessa. Nessa sees in the building. What's going on, Nessa? And thank you all for being here. I appreciate you kindly. So, this is another disturbing story. Like, you get so tired of reading this stuff. This man was all on the news talking about how his daughter called him. He said, not too much. It didn't even show me you're live right now. So you got unsubscribed and resubscribed. It's an issue going on YouTube. I didn't say FFS. This is my first time seeing you in a long time. Knock it off. I'm not, sir. No, I'm not. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not. Not doing this with you. I'm not getting too much on you. I said glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad you are here. Yeah. So but I don't think. Are you FFS? Are you still a member? You may be, but I don't know if unsubscribing would do something to that. I'm not sure if you renewed the membership or whatever. But a lot of people are saying to unsubscribe, resubscribe, and then hit the notification bell for all. It's all across all social medias that they're having an issue with. What do you call that? Notifications being sent out, like the whatever you streaming from is acting up. It is crazy out here. So I hear people complaining when I am on here watching something, because they had like I don't know, I need to stay on topic. That's the work that I'm some work that I'm doing on the side when I can. And shout out to everybody that reaches out and sends a kind word. My mother is doing better. She's getting stronger every day. She's in rehab right now. Thank you for not asking what happened, but it's been a whole it's been a month and a half or a month and a week already that she's been in the hospital. Now she's transitioned to rehab, but cherish your mother, because I almost lost mine. And every day is like a pins and needles thing. So you have to make sure that you are advocating for your loved ones when they are in the hospital, because people will do your family any type of way. And I'm like, really, my siblings they don't live here, and I don't want them to feel guilty about not being here. But I have family members here. I don't freak with them though. Not when it comes to my mama. Find you something safe to do. play with your mama, all that. But right now, this is not about telephone, gossip, nothing. This is my mother, okay? So, you know, people have to understand that. But families, man, let me stay on topic. But shout out to everybody that's been sending well wishes and, you know, just sending a kind word. Y'all know I hop on when I can. She's doing a little better, so I'm gonna go up there after when my daughter goes to work. You know, so she's actually, you know, having some therapy right now. Hopefully I don't get a call today, because I got one yesterday and I just was like, nah, don't tell me. But everything turned out fine, so it wasn't nothing like that. So she's strong. She's stronger than what she was when we first got there. So all right, let's get into what we are talking about today. So this father, you see, that's quote, quick quote, unquote. This daggone father said he went to the house because the daughter called him and told him that she was home alone and she was scared. And so why did you take her out of the house, take her to the abandoned house, and then he slit her? And so they said they were all, like, there were numerous lacerations. He fled to another town. Y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna play the video. First, I'm gonna play the video of the grandmother and her aunt, who does not live but with the grandmother. Her and her grandmother does not live in the state, but she has a lot to say because the mother got on TV, and there are so many different interviews. I want to start here though, because there's some allegations. Because I want to ask y'all, and please, about this grandmother's interview, right? I think I was kind of with her till we got to the part about, like, I guess, like, they call it a different organization. I'm going to just say CPS because that's what I know. That's what most of the people that I know who are here, know it by. The CPS came out because of some alleged abuse. But what it sounds like to me is that, when I looked at it, is that Kei'Mani actually said something, about getting beat. So y'all tell me what y'all think. I mean, very well spoken, and she's being threatened because people are saying that she let this happen. What I can say about this interview with the grandmother is, because I was paying close attention. She knows exactly, everything about her granddaughter, but there's something is kind of missing. I told y'all, just like when we watched the video about the young lady whose 2 children passed away in the car because she said she had nowhere to go in the casino parking lot. Now, they didn't bring charges against her, but they did. I saw a video where somebody said, well, actually, my sister called me, was like, do you know they arrested the girl? And I go on this page and I saw what the headline, if you will, was. And they were saying that that's just one of their processes, where after they do their investigations, I felt from the video that there were going to be some charges coming. That was just like a process. So they do submit the findings, whether they find foul play or not, for possible charges being brought against you, for possible indictment. I don't believe that. I know that she got a house through GoFundMe. She has the rent paid up for a year, and they are saying that she does not have them children. Y'all, I didn't really want to just Lord, look at this. Now, I had this all set up. This is crazy. I don't want to be jumping to conclusions, but when we watched that, it was just something off of me, because I just know that for me, as long as there are ways, I mean, you may not be able to do Uber because you have like children in the car or something, but then it was your pride because your family, you wanted to, and I get the pride thing, but having pride and bringing your children out to sleep in the car in the freezing cold, I don't know about all that. So I'm not trying to judge, but I know they did submit that, but it's been it's been some time since they submitted that though. This is so crazy. I had this all ready. Maybe because that happened, it went away, I guess. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Let me see if I didn't even get out of there. It's just too much going on right now. Allie, what's up, girl? What's up? Thank you so much for coming. Why were people threatening the grandmother? I'm confused. You getting ready to see? Let her. She's gonna tell you why. That's why I had the video all queued up until we got kicked out. Cause they are trying to say that she has something to do with this. I heard something about trafficking. I don't know. Like, it's a lot with this case. So this fool done went to another town, and that man said, "You committed a crime, and you came to our town. Oh no! Oh, we're gonna hunt you out." And so they not only did they hunt him out, they done pow him. I said, no, he passed away. No, he didn't pass away. He did survive his wounds. Lord, work on my mind, because I don't want to say what is in my head. He did survive the wounds, but they claim that he actually confessed. This is what the grandmother is saying. That's why I'm trying to get this thing back over here. That I had it all set up, but y'all know I was kicked out. So
this is how to get in shape fast.
If you want to drop this, start eating more of these. You might think this would take years to learn, but I'm...
Jeez. And this is why I set it up beforehand, because it does all that. And I have to sign in. But it wasn't letting me sign in, so I had to sign out. It is just, it's a mess. So for the sake of that, you know, my other system may be better just for that reason, because when I share a screen, you guys can't hear it. Because it would be just easier for me to share a screen, but you guys can't hear it. I'm gonna try that. Let's see how that works. I guarantee it's just not working. Maybe I did adjust the. Maybe I did adjust the sound. Let's see if we can hear it, because it's so much easier to share a screen. Well, when I share the screen, I cannot. Yeah, I mean, I like this system so much, but I have to just 86 this one all together, because it's doing too much. It's doing too much and in the wrong direction. So let's just see what happens if I share screen. You guys can tell me if you hear it. If not, I'll just have to do it the other way. Well, let's see. All right, so this is going to be shout out to what is this, WTOL 11 News on Plus. They interview the grandmother and also the aunt of Kei'Mani Latigue, and shout out to them because they got an exclusive, and yeah, we're gonna share it over here. But you know what, let me go ahead and just bring this over here, because this is my first time seeing them. And yeah, I'm gonna just do this. I don't know if they're gonna go ahead and strike or something. Somebody just gave me a thumbs down. Shout out to you, because it's for the engagement. Thank you so much. Woo, I love it. Thank you for the thumbs down, though. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. All goes to engagement, y'all. I don't care. All right, so what the heck? Okay, so let's see if you guys can hear this. Yeah, pretty much. Let me I'm gonna bring it down, and then you still couldn't hear the video when I played it the last time for always. All right, I can't do it that way then. I don't know what's wrong with that. Why it's not playing. So I have to do it this way. Okay. So yeah, I'll have to do it this way. I have to do it this way because I know that we can hear it. We got through a whole video this way. So let's see. Hold on 1 second. All right. This is crazy.
All right, this feels almost illegal to know, but our windows were so old and just desperately needed to be replaced.
Oh, okay. Okay. FFS. I see you. I'm gonna just go with my trusty system from now on because even though I like this one, it's too much. And for what I'm doing now, I already did this. I had this all set up. And to have to be going through this it's just crazy. I did this already. Hopefully it works. Yeah, I don't have time for all this. Especially if I set it up already and then now it's yeah, I have to do this all over again. Like, this is crazy.
Welcome into WTOL 11 News on Plus. I'm Sophia Pericone. We continue to track.
Okay. So, I'm going to bring it down. And then turn it on, and then you guys should be able to hear. Let me just make sure that I put I think, do I have to switch it? I may have to switch the audio when this comes down. So just to let me know if you hear it or not. And then I'll have to switch the audio. But anywho, let me bring it down first, and then here it is. All right.
Details about the disappearance and death of 13-year-old Kei'Mani Latigue. First, we go to the latest on the investigation. We're working to gather more information about a shooting in Columbus this morning that may be connected to Kei'Mani's murder investigation. The president of the Columbus Fraternal Order of Police says a man who was shot by SWAT this morning is wanted for a murder of a teenage girl here in Toledo. However, neither he nor a spokesperson for Columbus Police would confirm if that man is Darnell Jones. Here's what the FOP president had to say.
When I heard about this case, this was an individual wanted for homicide out of Toledo. I called my union counterpart in Toledo. I said, hey, good news, we have your guy. Your guy committed a murder, chose to fled to our town. I'll tell you right now, the wrong town to come to if you murder somebody. Our SWAT team will go out looking for you.
We are working right now to confirm if the man shot this morning is Darnell Jones. He's wanted for the murder of 13-year-old Kei'Mani Latigue. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. And just a short time ago, our Silver Barker exclusively interviewed Kei'Mani's grandmother and legal guardian, and then Kei'Mani's aunt. Here's what they both had to say.
So my first question for you, yesterday, lots of things was going on. We want to know specifically at your home, there was a lot of speculation online that you were being arrested, but when we checked with police, that was not the case. So can you further clarify on exactly what did happen yesterday at your home?
Well, I was called and told that there was a mob of people in front of my house. They were angry. It was more or less the people that were here earlier waiting to see if it was Kei'Mani that was in the home. And basically some people from the neighborhood had contacted me and said that there was a mob in front of my house and they were talking about what they were going to do to me once I came home. So the police, the detective, said that she would have a unit come out and help me get my things and more or less escort me off the property. I asked to be handcuffed just so they can get the away from my property.
Are you scared?
So no, I was never arrested. I was taken downtown, but I was never arrested.
Are you scared for your safety right now?
I am.
What are some of the things that you've been hearing and receiving from people?
They said they was gonna blow up my house. They said they was gonna do harm to me. It's just been a barrage of different things that they've been stating.
And now, yesterday, or let's backtrack first for a little bit. So you are the guardian of Kei'Mani, or you were the guardian of Kei'Mani, correct?
I am the legal guardian of Kei'Mani.
Okay. So in terms of taking care of her, when was Kei'Mani placed under your care?
A year ago.
So you take care of her?
She's been in my home for the past 5.5 years, but I just obtained legal custody of her a year ago.
Were you and Kei'Mani close?
We were.
What were some of the things, trying to think of her and paint a memory of her in a good light, right now with everything that's going on, what was Kei'Mani like? Tell me a little bit about how Kei'Mani was in the time that you've got to know her.
Kei'Mani was phenomenal. Kei'Mani was a helper.
A convicted mass murderer already serving life.
Hold on, I didn't mean to change the daggone video, and they're not even supposed to change the video. This is a good story too, y'all. But wait, hold on. How we get here? I just was pausing this because I was agreeing with what For Always said. So they handcuffed you. They handcuffed you, and now you right back out there with the news over there doing the interview in front of the very same house. Like, that stood out to me yesterday as well. I don't know about that. Like, ma'am. Like, so that's why I'm saying I wanted y'all to chime in to what y'all thought. But I didn't ask them to, now.
Behind bars.
I didn't, y'all, this is crazy. I did not, how did this, I don't even have this over here in my, widget. How did this switch to this story? This man was arrested. This lady done went to jail and married him, and he done unalived her in the prison, y'all. We can't make this stuff up. We cannot make this stuff up. All right, could we get him out of here? Because I don't know how he got over here any daggone way. This is a hot mess. We can't make this stuff up. I can't make this stuff up. This should still be over here. Hold on a daggone minute. Let me see something. Hold on. I don't know how it changed. Like, cause I didn't. No, it's not showing up now. Child. Just throw the whole just throw the whole thing away. What happened to my background? Child, you gotta have a tough I cannot. What happened to my yeah, you know what? I think that they just telling me, they are just trying to tell me, like, go ahead and just stick with the other one, because like, you don't have no with this one here, they don't give me nothing. Like, where is the video? Child, I'ma just breathe it. I'ma breathe. I am going to breathe. Child, where is the video? Like, why am I having these issues? Why am I having these issues, y'all? I don't know. Let me bring me back on the screen because this is ludicrous. Why am I having these issues? The whole daggone screen is black. Why did it even show? I'm trying to figure out why is it black?
Were you and Kei'Mani close?
Child, and then it just came on back, honey.
Some of the things, trying to think of her,
the
paint a
screen,
memory of her
my
in
screen
a good light,
is black,
right
y'all. I don't know what's going on, so y'all gonna get a black background.
Kei'Mani was, she was phenomenal. Kei'Mani was a helper, like.
I don't know. Why?
First of all,
how was this going on?
Were you and Kei'Mani close?
Okay, there we go. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I'm just trying to make this full screen so I can bring it down. Here we go. Y'all gonna get a black screen. Don't judge me. I don't know what happened. I just don't have time for this. I'm not gonna let this defeat me. It's just not working out the way it should. I'm gonna just go on here with old Trusty next time because I'm not going to keep doing this. I am not going to keep doing this. I can't. I mean, at least we can hear. It's just too much for me. This is just too much setting up. Too much. So, all right, let's get back to the interview. But for always, I was wondering, too, why. Yeah, this is too much. Chloe Albert's revenge. What's up, girl? You know what, Chloe? Don't come over here with that mouth of yours, okay? Cause I'm having a time with the screen. You're getting ready to get a black screen in the background, but it's okay because the video is working. So let's get back into the video. I stopped to have a conversation because for always is me. She is understanding about what I was thinking when she was talking. So the grandmother of this beautiful baby. Let me just make sure we go back and I'm not too far ahead. So let me go back because I'm not understanding. They handcuffed you. They handcuffed your behind, but because you asked them to. That's a first for me. And like I said, if they handcuffed her, then why the heck is you over there in front of the very same house with the news reporter doing an interview if you're in such fear of your life? Now listen to when she gets to the part about what we know it as CPS, they know it as something else. So listen to that. Here we go.
And more or less escort me off the property. I asked to be handcuffed just so they can get the away from my property.
Are you scared?
So no, I was never arrested. I was taken downtown, but I was never arrested.
Are you scared for your safety right now?
I am.
What are some of the things that you've been hearing and receiving from people?
They said they was gonna blow up my house. They said they was gonna do harm to me. It's just been a barrage of different things that they've been stating.
And now, yesterday, or let's backtrack first for a little bit. So you are the guardian of Kei'Mani, or you were the guardian of Kei'Mani, correct?
I am the legal guardian of Kei'Mani.
Okay. So in terms of taking care of her, when was Kei'Mani placed under your care?
A year ago.
So you take care of her?
She's been in my home for the past 5.5 years, but I just obtained legal custody of her a year ago.
Were you and Kei'Mani close?
We were.
What were some of the things, trying to think of her and paint a memory of her in a good light, right now with everything that's going on, what was Kei'Mani like? Tell me a little bit about how Kei'Mani was in the time that you've got to know her.
Kei'Mani was phenomenal. Kei'Mani was a helper. Like, she was older than what she appeared to be. Like, you know how they say somebody has an old soul? She was that. She loved older music. She loved playing video games. She loved the friends and family that she was allowed to be around. She played basketball for Spring Elementary. She was highly intelligent. So I'd like to clear up the mental issue statements. No, she was not mentally ill in any way. We had her, assessed, and they didn't feel as if anything was wrong with her mentally. So that was not a issue. But back to Kei'Mani, she would, like, say for instance, someone would come over and they had children. They didn't have to worry about their kids because Kei'Mani immediately embraced them and would play with them, kid stuff. She was phenomenal. Like I said, she was like no other kid her age.
What school did Kei'Mani go to?
She went to Spring Elementary.
And we were told that at that time she was doing good in school as well too, correct?
She was. She had brought her grade point average up from a 3.4 to a 3.9. And, actually they were going to have an award ceremony for the basketball players today at 5:30. But when I divulged to them that she had passed, they've rescheduled it. She was going to receive her trophy for being, on the team and stuff.
And she has a birthday that's coming up, correct?
Her birthday is Friday.
And she would have been turning 14.
She would have been 14.
Did you have any plans for her birthday?
We were going to have her a large birthday party because it would have been her first birthday where, once again, all of my children were together and could participate in the party. Her mom was supposed to come and everything. So I asked her early on, what type of party do you want? She said she wanted a basketball themed party. So that's what I bought. Things that revolved around her playing basketball. I'm still receiving stuff in the mail for that.
So there's been some confusion now in terms of when it comes to family, who's her biological father, who is her biological mother, and then also was she in the foster care system. Can you clear up a little bit of all of that? When Kei'Mani was placed in your care, when is the LCCS, who exactly did she come from and how did she?
She came from her other legal guardian. I choose not to state her name, but she came from her other legal guardian because the other legal guardian and I were best friends. The other legal guardian is my daughter, Kei'Mani's mom, godmother. And we had already discussed early on, because she's been with this person since she was 9 months old. My daughter has never really had custody of Kei'Mani. So she's been with this person since she was 9 months old until, like I said, maybe 5.5 years ago. Now, off and on, this person, we would interact and, do different things with her, for her, or I would contact her and tell her, well, I need this, or Kei'Mani would like that. And she would come by and oblige, and we would commence. It's just too much.
Earlier you mentioned, when you were talking about what Kei'Mani was like, you had mentioned that when family members did come over, who were allowed around her. Can you expand on that? Is there family members that weren't allowed around her?
No, it's just not very many that came around. And those that did, she acted, as far as I'm concerned, she acted accordingly. She embraced all children, bad or good. Okay, next question.
So now we do know that Darnell, people are looking for Darnell Jones right now. The police are looking for Darnell Jones, and there's an arrest warrant out for him. Do you have any idea of his whereabouts?
Oh, well, to my knowledge,
I hope this don't. I'm not. Y'all see, I got my hands right here. She's like, the way she's answering these questions, she's being very evasive. I think the news knows. You can tell by the questions that she's the way she's answering the questions and the way the news reporter is answering the question, that the news knows more than what is being said here. So, and then I want y'all to also, if I don't pause it to give commentary in between, I want y'all to also pay attention to the daughter and the way the daughter is going to answer questions and the things that the daughter says. She's supporting her mother, but there's a but after that. And then she talks a little bit about growing up, being in the system, and all of that. But this is where she's getting ready to get into the discipline of Kei'Mani by the grandmother. And I just think that it's interesting that in this time, she just lost her life, that you would ask these questions, because to me it's leading up to something else. Now she said the reason why she asked them to handcuff her is because the people were outside of her house. They were threatening her, saying that she was at fault for this. She's the reason. Somebody, they threw the word trafficking in there like one time. You'll hear it throughout. So that is the reason. Shout out to the person that gave me a thumbs down on this system. I can see whether you gave it a thumbs up or thumbs down. It still goes towards the engagement. So shout out to you for the two people for the thumbs down. And shout out to Lady Libra for being here live. What's up? What's up? And let's get back into it. But listen to these questions that this reporter is asking. She's being, when she's asked certain questions, she's being very evasive. And Allie, yes, if I had a mob outside my house because they were blaming me, I would tell them to put me in handcuffs. Take me on out. They be like, you're not under arrest. Let's pretend so that these people can think that you are detaining me. That's what that was. That's what she's trying to say. It don't make sense. All right, because it don't make. Yeah. Okay.
Knowledge. He was just arrested in Columbus. He just recently had a shootout with the police in Columbus. They're saying that he confessed to her murder, and no, I take that back. They're saying that he confessed to her rape and slitting her throat.
How does it feel to learn that?
I can't even say.
You know, as the police report mentions, Kei'Mani was last seen with Darnell. You know, do you have any regrets of letting Kei'Mani go with, as you're her guardian, do you have any regrets of letting Kei'Mani go with Darnell? I
do, only because, like I said, I feel deceived. I feel like this was pre-planned. I feel like you meant to do this. I feel like you was grooming her.
That's what got me. Okay, I was trying to see who said it, y'all. I'm sorry. I was trying to see who said it. So, did you let her go with him? Okay, so that was him that spoke to the news and said that she called him because she said that she was home alone. And she was at work. Now, she's saying right here, she let her go with him. And then, why would you say you feel like he was grooming her? Did you feel like he was grooming her in hindsight afterwards? Or did you feel like he was grooming her before? That confused me, y'all. Sound up in the comments and tell me what y'all think, because I was a little confused by that. Because he's saying that he came over there because she was home alone. But for her to just come out and say, I feel like he was grooming her. Are you saying that in hindsight? Or are you saying that you saw this before? And then the daughter gets deeper She doesn't say groom. I just wanted to make sure I'm remembering it right. She doesn't say groom, but she's saying, like always said, she's saying some stuff without saying it. He was buying her stuff like that. She said, when people, everything is just a broad scope. She's talking about the father. This is a sad situation all the way around, but you will hear the word. Somebody says the word. It may be the reporter at the end, traffic. Or like solicitation. They were soliciting her. But they said she was a tomboy and she didn't like boys. This is what her aunt's saying, that she had conversations with her. I guess she trusted her with information. She was a tomboy and she didn't like boys. Okay, let's get back. I think the word groom has been ruined, and if I get married, the man beside me will have to be called something else. Bride and dude. Chloe Alberts, where have you been? Well, I haven't been here too much either. But okay, let's get back to it, cause yeah.
When you say grooming her, is there things that you saw before this leading
No,
up?
there. I never saw anything out the ordinary.
Okay, she just
but
answered.
When molesters decide to choose prey, they groom you first. So they give you gifts. They try and make you comfortable with them. They
so
try
she
and
said it. I'm confused.
say little things to you that you and they can keep secret, and then eventually they pounce. And that's how I feel that.
Bride and buddy.
Oh God, how all of this is played out, I feel that's what happened. She was a virgin. She didn't like boys.
There's also comments, and we're just trying to address those and get those addressed, but there's comments online and speculation again that, Kei'Mani, her home situation, she was abused. What do you have to say to that?
Okay, abuse in whose eyes? Because she was not abused. Yes, she was chastised whenever she was wrong or did things wrong. Other than that, she was not abused. She was not just whooped for no reason or just because I felt like it. I've went through this twice because the school system had contacted CSB on her behalf when she went to Bennett Academy. And they came in, they did a case study, and closed it. They've stated there's a way to chastise children without physically harming them, and you need to whoop them on their behind, nowhere else. So, okay, with that in mind, I knew that. So she didn't have like bruises all over.
How long ago was that when they came into your home?
You know how to beat her so that she wouldn't be bruised. Oh, got it.
I would say the latest, it was approximately 7 months ago.
And so you say the latest. So was it a few times that they came into your home?
It was twice total.
So twice total that they came into your home. Check. Okay. And it was all for like you mentioned, what you just said earlier.
Yes.
Explaining. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, in terms of, this whole situation, so you were not arrested, correct? And that's
correct.
what, a lot of people seem to think as they saw you going out in custody. That's what you asked for, correct?
Yes.
Right. Okay, so my first question for you, can you tell me your relation
They switched to the daughter.
I'm Dorothy's second oldest daughter. I'm Kei'Mani's aunt. My name is Sanika. I live in Indianapolis. All this that is going on is devastating. You wouldn't think that, you see it happen around the world, but when it hits close to your heart, you really just be thinking like, did I do something wrong? Did I fail her? She didn't have the life to live that we have got to grow and live. She was only 13. So to know that somebody that I trusted, which was her father, to come through and deceive us just to get to Kei'Mani in some sexual way or a harmful way, that hurts me to the fullest. And the point I feel like I failed her. Me as being her aunt, a person that she could run to and tell anything and everything to. That was my girl, that was my baby. And to hear all of this, to know all of this, and to be going through all this and hearing it for as long as that it went on, it's very devastating. I see so many people that are supposed to be my family that's going against my mom and me for that instance, and saying like, oh, you know, she failed her, she had something to do with it, she had this and that. It doesn't matter at this point. For right now, and until we get justice for Kei'Mani, it's all about Kei'Mani. What I would like to say is there's a lot of people on the internet starting GoFundMes, and that's not what we need right now, because it's not what Kei'Mani needs. The funeral home has objected to say that they're going to come and pay for everything, so there's no need for any GoFundMe pages, any of that. Everything is being taken care of that needs to be taken care of by her family, her immediate family.
Does it upset you that there are GoFundMes? Some of them, I think, in cases, it might be scams too as well that are going on.
What upsets me is that people are starting these GoFundMe pages and putting Kei'Mani name underneath it, and they know that it's going to get viewed, and people have sympathy and feel some type of way about that. And some of them can be scams, but I know some of them have come from family members. When just let the immediate family handle that. Like, what y'all gonna do with the money if y'all not turning into the funeral home? There's no need. Let us handle it. Y'all just sit back and give us the emotional support that we need. That's what we need right now. As a family, as a community, we should all come together and just give each other the emotional support that we honestly need. And that's just what I ask for everybody to, you know, calm down, breathe. I know this is a hard time, because it's not just a hard time for y'all. This is a rough time for me. I just need y'all to come together and understand that we need each other as a community, as a family, and emotional support is what we need the most in this situation.
You know, yesterday the crowd was, if you were here, I'm assuming, you know, the crowd was very upset, lots of emotions going through too, you know, especially at this time with such a sensitive situation. You know, we've heard multiple comments out in the crowd, you know, attacking or pointing fingers at your mom. So, you know, what has it been like trying to be her support system and helping her out?
In a way, you have to be mature enough to decide, am I going to follow along with the crowd, or am I going to, you know, stick around with the loner? I'm to the point where I'm not following nobody. I'm going with what's right. If it was your mother, if it was your niece, would you console your mother? Would you console the person that was closest to her, who lived with her? I'm not out to have a torch and the pitchforks and all out to go against anybody except the person who did this, which I believe was her father, Darnell. I don't have any other anger pushed towards anybody else. I'm angry that this happened, but I'm angry at the person who did this.
Do you know if, have you been in contact with Tiara, the mother?
Yeah, I've been in contact with my sister. It's been briefly. It's been over through text. Like I said, I live in Indianapolis. I seen her yesterday, but that was very brief. It wasn't even more than 5 minutes. It was more or less that she wanted to show me my other niece, Kazaria, which is Kei'Mani's youngest sister. But it wasn't like it was oh, sis, what are we gonna do, any of that. And I don't wish this on nobody. I really don't. I could, you know, your mind go different places when it's a baby. That was a baby. Like I said, I have a very close relationship with Kei'Mani. She was a tomboy. She wasn't out looking for, you know, trying to be fast or, you know, mischievous or any of that. So for her mother to come down and have all this to say and all that, Tiara, where was you for the past 4 years? We haven't seen you since Kei'Mani TikTok party. You haven't called her. You haven't sent her anything. You haven't said, oh, baby, I'm going to come get you for a weekend. We haven't seen you until this happened. Why we got to see you when it's a tragic moment? So, Tiara, where do you stand?
And Tiara lives in Cleveland, correct?
Yes.
And so the past 4 years, you're saying there was very little communication.
Very, very minimum. It wasn't even, she'll call my mom. She'll go through me and say, have you talked to mommy? And I'm like, no, about what? And she'll say, oh, well, she got custody of Kei'Mani and she trying to get child support from me. So it wasn't that Tiara was concerned about Kei'Mani. It was more of the why she want child support from me.
What is the relationship between your mother and your sister, Tiara?
It's very distant. They had their words. They fought. Kei'Mani mother has a godmother that Kei'Mani was with before my mom got her. And there was no communication then from Tiara. I feel like Tiara just let her go. Because any mother would be on her toes to get her children back. That wasn't the case here. It just wasn't.
When was Kei'Mani taken away from Tiara?
I'll say about 7-8 months. And then Tiara godmother stepped in and got custody of Kei'Mani, which would have been around 9 months. Yeah, and Kei'Mani had been with that lady from 9 months all the way up until about, I'd say 5.5 years ago. So it wasn't like Tiara was actually in the picture, you know, saying, hey, maybe I can start getting myself together to get my child back so nobody else can get her.
Have you ever worried for Kei'Mani's safety with any of the family members or anyone?
I wouldn't say I was worried because I was here. I was here. Every winter break, spring break, holidays, birthdays, I was here for Kei'Mani. Yes, you come and, you know, you enjoy time with your family, but I was here for my niece. I also brought my youngest sister and her 2 kids from Indianapolis to be here for Kei'Mani because we've been in the system before. So I know how it feels to feel like, dang, I'm at somebody's house or not feeling not wanted. I know those feelings. So I tried to give Kei'Mani that at all times because she's wanted and loved by her aunts. And this is just devastating.
Y'all see how much she's saying about her mother without saying it? So do y'all think that her mother was saying like she didn't want Kei'Mani, but I'm going to get her because I'm going to get some money? And y'all see what she's saying a lot without saying it. They were in the system. She was loved by her aunts. She came there every time. Like, y'all, I don't know, but tell me in the comments what y'all thinking. I hope that everybody that's here hit the like button for me, please, so this can get out of the algorithm. But, yeah, she's saying a lot. Very vague. She's very vague in what she's saying here. And to me, yes, I believe that for always. And for me, it is going against the mama. Now, I told y'all to watch the reporter now. The reporter just asked the mother about beating. Now, she's saying that she knows what it feels like to be somewhere where somebody don't want you. I've been in the system before. They tried to come down during each break. So, yeah, she's saying a whole lot without saying it, y'all. What in the what was going on over there? And yeah, Allie, the mother had just said without saying that she was knocking Kei'Mani head between the washer and the dryer, and she know how to hit her so it won't leave no bruises. Because why would they come out once and didn't come out? You must have hit her a couple times where it did, but it sounded like Kei'Mani may have said something to the school at first. Dysfunctional at best. There's a lot going on here. And you know, the father done admitted, according to the grandmother. Now there was an update on that about them saying what. So the news they reached out to the police and they found out what the charges were and what they found on the body. So there is a video about that. But yeah, they were in the system. Yep. You got it, Allie. You got it. You got it.
That I have to go through this for the rest of my life and knowing I'll never have the embrace of my niece, the hey, TT, what you doing? When you coming down here, you know, I'll never get to hear that from my baby again. And that's what kills me the most. I just wish that when I was down here last that I had just taken her to Indianapolis with me.
Yeah.
So this would have never happened. A lot of things, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but at the end of the day, I just really wish that whatever happened and whoever did this, y'all didn't have to do that to her. There's plenty of people out here with, you know, grown people that put themselves out there to be, you know, the sex workers or whatever it may be. You didn't have to do this to a child. There was nothing that Kei'Mani would have done to make you hurt her. So she was a very timid kid, you know, tomboyish, you know, reserved. She wasn't, you know, loud and you know, out there. So it's just devastating that that me and my family have to go through this.
Is there anything else that you would like to add at this time in the interview? Anything else that I didn't ask, maybe?
I just want people to understand that family is family, and at the end of the day, don't be so eager to go against your family. Talk to your family and talk to the children. These children may be scared to talk to the parents about things that's going on or what may be going on because they feel like they may get in trouble, but make it known that to your kids that you can talk to me. Make it very open. You can talk to me about any and everything, because that's what these kids need to hear nowadays. Instead of going on social media and talking to somebody over social media about it, like he did this or she may done that. Talk to your family, because they can handle. They're the adults. They're supposed to handle it. So yeah, and it's forever Kei'Mani.
And to be clear, right now, Darnell Jones has been charged with murder, abduction, and felonious assault. There have been no criminal charges filed regarding any sexual crimes at this point. We also just got information about Kei'Mani's cause of death. The Lucas County coroner says she died from multiple incised wounds of the neck. She was pronounced dead shortly after noon yesterday. We'll have much more on this breaking story throughout the day. Until then, thanks for joining us.
So that was a lot. That was a lot. Let me fix this screen real quick. Thank you for leaving. Trigger warning. That was a lot. It definitely was a lot. I think the sister there, she doesn't. So I want to just say she does not live where they live. So she lives somewhere else. But she said a lot without saying it. And I didn't want to stop the video because I had just stopped it before. Now, when she said, I should have took her with me the last time I was here. But woulda, shoulda, coulda. Something was going on and they knew about it. And maybe they didn't like it. That mother's mouth, did you hear when she said, next question? That mother's mouth is reckless. And why didn't she have her own children? Were they abused? So she's saying that they sent somebody out. And I'm so sorry. See, this I don't beat my children. I'm telling you, this is stuff that was. And people say, "Oh, your grandmother got that was made up for slavery to keep the slaves in line." I'm just not my. All I have to do is raise my voice. My daughter is broken. I'm not doing it. You call it self-parenting. Call it what you want. My daughter is my daughter is almost out of high school. My son is out of high school. He turned out to be a very fine young man. Because what she said was, the mother, no, they came out twice. And I got training, and they told me that you can spank her, but only on the behind. She didn't have all those bruises on her or anything like that. So you telling the parents how to abuse the kid? I will tear your behind up. one butt cheek hanging. Can't nobody see it. Pull your pants up. They're just training them how to get away with, beating them in the area, spanking them on the hind part. But if you go up a little further right here and hit them in that tailbone, it's going to be a real problem. Depending on where you hit a child, you may be aiming for that area, but you may hit something right in there. And I'm just not. You ever fell on your tailbone as an adult or a child? It hurts. It hurts. So, I don't know. I think. Not Chloe. Chloe, wait. Chloe, no. Did you not believe me when I said I'm a true crime junkie? What do you mean? Where do I find it? But just so you can be happy, Chloe, or not, I don't know. I am currently all wrapped up in taking these classes, getting back to me, doing some self-reflection to get back to where I was. I am a true crime junkie, will remain a true crime junkie. That will just never change. I'm very interested. I've always been interested in law and crime. So, and not Law and Crime, the channel, but Law and Crime. Y'all know I'm just crazy. So, yeah, I've always been interested in that, even as a child. I have a game my daughter bought me for Christmas. It's a law and, it's not Law and Crime. It's one of those TV stations. I'm forgetting. It's Unsolved Mysteries. She knows her mother. So, yeah, I'm, in the middle of, in between, having to, be the caregiver for my mother. Thankfully, she's, not thankfully, but at least I was able to get a little break yesterday. And then got a call, and then I said, you know what, let me go live this morning. And so my daughter has to go to work, so I'll take that time to go up and sit with her until, check everything out until, my daughter gets off. So, might have to fight them a little bit because they, in the hospital, I can stay 24 hours. Where she is now, they're like, oh no, visiting hours is something going on with my mama. Visiting hours is now because I need to see what's going on. So that's just what it is. Okay. So I'm just, the sister's trying to stay out of jail herself. When it comes to that, like, listen, in case of emergency, I'm the only one you can call. Okay. My uncle is too, but he lives in a whole nother state. It take him about 3-4 hours to get here, but in his time, in 2.5. Anyway, his story came on my feed too. Okay, so yeah, so oh my goodness, me too, forever, for always. Yeah, I was the first. That was the first thing I wanted to do. What you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a lawyer. Then I changed my mind. Like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So then I went into corrections at a very young age. Just seeing too much. And that was that. But let me look over here because they do have, I wanted y'all to see that. But I also, okay, so maybe the mother said David abandoned. There is another story that's going on right now, y'all. Like, when I tell you, it is just so many. And sometimes I read and be like, am I going to report on? Nah, I'm not going to report on that. Not going to report on that. But, they almost took him out. He was shot. So obviously I can't deal with you. I'm going to get some more. Not first one. Not first one. You're not going to get no first vodka. All right, so I just wanted to go. This video is not too long. I just need to see whether or not they playing all this music in this video, because if they are, I'm not going to be able to show it. Because they be trying to play like a whole lot of videos in music in these videos. Oh, you know what? Oh, I want to watch it. Oh, that's only 56 seconds. Nah. Hold on now. Yeah, so I did see this. Ciao. Now, hold on now, y'all. Let me see if I can get this. Baby. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I don't even know how to work this thing, and it was a disaster the other day. But yeah, I want the teacher. If I can't, let me see. If I can't get the teacher had done said something. So that grandmother ain't all that. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can. That grandmother ain't all that, that grandmother ain't all that, innocent, y'all. Child. That grandmother is not all that innocent, y'all. Yup. Hold on. Here we go. Now, I don't know how this is going to work over here, y'all. Yeah, I'm going to have to go to my trusted system. Now, the teacher is speaking out. Baby girls. Baby, 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 baby. Baby, baby. Okay. So this screen don't have no sound, so we should be good. Hold on. Let me get the screen up over here so we can read together. Ciao. This is crazy. Let me just see if I could. All right, so I don't care about that. I just care about what the teacher said. I don't care about the cop underneath. So let's just share the screen, because that's going to be the best way. All right, so let's get this going up here.
Welcome into WTOL 11 News on.
Nobody asked you, and I don't know why they just went on ahead and hold on, y'all. All right. Let me do this. Like what? Okay, that's why. All right. Let me fix this up here, and then let's do. All right. All right. So let's bring this up here. So this is the teacher, Kei'Mani, March 24th at 1:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She says, "I am not okay. I tried so effing hard to get her removed from this." God doggone it, is see more. Okay, so it's not really. Okay, you can see it, so it went down. Okay. "I tried so effing hard to get her removed from this environment. Sweet baby, my heart is broken. The system is broken. I am sick, but mostly just sad. I enjoyed being able to teach her, give her a hug every single morning she came into school because that was all she ever wanted. Her friends tried, I tried, the school staff tried, no one listened. They wouldn't allow her to have a voice, and now she is unalived. Thank you at Lucas County Children's Services for your lack of effing care for these children. Baby. Hold on, y'all. Let me see, because she has said something else. That ain't all Miss Lady said. Hold on. Child. She said something else too. Hold on. Hold tight. Because that was just... Hold on. Let me see if I can. Because she said something else. Oh no, but I don't see it on here. Okay, I thought she said something else about her coming to school. Did she say it in here? Did I read that, y'all? Oh, hold on. You know what? It's probably in the comment. All right. Let me see if I can catch it in the comment. Because she said something else. Thank you all. I truly don't have the words to express how horrified I am. I want to get to the long comment that she said. That grandma going to jail. Because, girl, they talking about protests, but didn't the president say you can't protest for nothing? I'm just asking a question. All right, I want to get to her. That's what I'm telling y'all. I keep saying CPS needs a freaking overhaul. Like, this has been going on too long. And in these cases where these people are being told, like in Naziah Harris's case, that they are being told that these things are going on, and they don't listen to people. Like, it is heartbreaking. So she didn't say it on here, but she said something else. Where she said she came to school with bruises on her. I don't see it here, but then I don't know if she shortened the post, removed it, or like the same. Oh, the same thing in the Naziah Harris case. They were told. They did nothing. She tried so hard to get her removed. I don't see, she said something else, but I do not see it. Where she came to school with bruises on her. She told us she was terrified to go home. I was her teacher. She told us she didn't feel safe. She told us she was terrified to go home. We all saw the marks, bruises, injuries. I made multiple reports to CPS trying to get her to get her the help she desperately needed to keep her safe. All of our voices were left unheard. CPS should be held accountable. We told them over and over. So she didn't feel safe going home to her grandmother. And so, where are the CPS reports from the school? So she did say that the school was summoned. I mean, the CPS. So she tried to throw off the name, because I'm like, because she said CPB. First she said CPA, and then she said CPB. Maybe she was thinking about what she wanted to go to school for. She wanted to be a CPA. I don't know. That's why I thought it was CPS. Well, when I heard the interview, she said CPA and then CPB. Maybe she was thinking about CBD. I don't know. Listen, don't take it out on me. I'm just saying. So she might have been responding to somebody's question on another post. And so, so it's definitely an issue. It's definitely an issue that needs to be raised. All over the United States. All over the United States, there is a problem. And I just don't understand how all of these innocent children are being unalived. And that's not a priority like they claim it's a priority. It's not a priority. You know, like we have all these people in office talking about the children and all this other stuff. They don't care. And it's been going on for so long. People have been through the system. People speak up about, about that. Not that, FFS has been vocal about, his situation growing up. So, if he wants to say something on the live, then that's him in the chats. He wants to say something, he'll say something, but he has been in other chats. He's been vocal about that. But, he's found a way to, try and, and better himself. But, all children don't do that or don't get that chance or, but I think it was just that, he met his mom late. Like, so that's just, that's still a part of like neglect. And, when kids get a certain age, like, and some people bring this into adulthood. Like, okay, so where was she? Like, it's all neglect. It's all the same thing. And sometimes kids get through it. And sometimes kids bring that into adulthood and it starts to consume their life and they start committing crimes and all types of stuff. And people tell them, oh, you should have got over that a long time ago. It depends on what the situation is. I feel like, people, if they haven't dealt with it, some people are just still adults crying out. And that's just what it is. So, and the thing that she got so upset about was when they said about her and her being like a special needs child. He said he's a president, not Pharaoh. I don't want to get you started about that. CPS is just not, they need an overhaul. First of all, they're underworked. I mean, they're overpaid and underworked, and some of them just don't do their job. There is a case that I watched. They put these children with this couple. They were from money, young, and when I tell you that trial was so hard to watch. It was so hard to watch. That girl gave her children up because she was doing the wrong. She was on strung out. She was addicted. So she gave her children up to get a better life. And they tortured those children. And the one passed away. That trial was so long. And they almost got off from the trial, but it was really the mother, the foster mother who was, but the foster father, he went down too. He's trying to stand there, sit there and hold hands with his wife, I would have put that's on you. That little girl liver was messed up. She was going to visit at a foster home, like, and the foster mother where she was going to visit had called CPS and wanted the cops there immediately because she said, look, this baby got knots on her head. I need this all documented. This is how she came here. Do y'all know that when she did something to that little girl, she slowly unalived her, and she tried to tell 911 the little girl had a chicken McNugget stuck down her throat, and 911 is like, well, get it out. She's like, yeah, well, I tried with a butter knife. Bitch, you tried with what? You tried with what? You got small children. You don't know how to turn a child over and pat that child on the back to try to get that food out. You don't know about you don't. You turn that child over. She still she didn't weigh nothing because you was starving. But she ain't had no chicken stuck in her throat. So she had chicken in her throat. How was her liver and spleen and all that messed up? How is she bruised from head to toe? Yeah, that trial was something. I forgot the girls, the couple's name right now, but they was, they came for money, and they had this facade going with the kids. And she used to put the kid on video so their mother could see them. She stopped doing that because she couldn't put, this baby was in an arm cast, like everything kept saying she fell. So there was a nurse that lived next door, 2 doors over. She was not trying to have, she was just saying that she saw the child one time. I forget, it was a couple of years back that this story was. When I tell you, it was a very interesting case, because baby, that other foster mother came up there. Listen, I told them, she brought that baby. When she got that baby, nothing was wrong with the baby. They put the baby in my care. Like, say she needed somebody to care for the baby would go to her. She said, I called them. She had an accent. I called them. Oh no, you need to come now. This baby is bruised up, got bumps all over the head, and I need y'all to document. Y'all, she said she took her to the hospital one time. And it was always something just with that, the one child though. You didn't have to be a foster parent. Jessica, her name coming back to me. Jessica, it was her first name. Jessica or Jennifer. One of them. Last name started with an S. It was horrible. It was horrible. And I said, you know what? I have to see this through because I want to see whether or not they are going to give them time. And she's sitting there crying for herself. Boo, hoo, hoo, bitch. We don't care. They definitely need to do an overhaul. They definitely need to get this thing in line. I'm tired of hearing about these children being unalived at the hands of their father, whoever. If this man that is now never coming home, if he has any information about this grandmother, and in some way she was being solicited, you already done said what you said. They said that according to her, he confessed. First you said he confessed to unalive. No, let me correct myself. See, this is where I had the problem at, y'all. Did y'all hear the little slip up? He confessed to grape and slitting her. Did y'all hear that slip up? First you said he confessed to unaliving her. Now you bringing in grape. Nobody has mentioned grape yet. Nobody has mentioned grape yet. Now let's go to the daughter saying, no, the grandmother said she was a virgin. She wasn't interested in girls. So you already trying to cover your tracks. If you did know, or you were selling this little girl out for some reason or another, the father said that he unalived her, but then you said the father said that he raped her. And you're the only one that said that so far. So we're going to see what the charges say. Because right now he's just being charged with redrum. And they for lacerations, they didn't say anything about grape. Maybe that I would think that would be one of the first things that they would do on her is a grape kit. Exactly. Chloe, I think one for you now. For now, you can just say that's the way you are. Take it or leave it. Yeah. She FFS. What did y'all in here talking about in this daggone chat? Chloe's mouth. Hey, we all know Chloe is Chloe, but you know, this is yet another one. Yet another one, and all they get to say is, "Oops, that was a mistake." Just like in the Naziah Harris case. The Detroit Police Department. Oh yeah, we were told. But there was no last name on the report. So we didn't speak to Naziah. So Naziah was somebody that was complaining about being SA'd by Jarvis Butts, to being fully grown by Jarvis Butts, and probably thinking, I know this is wrong. I've already spoke up about it. Not just me, 2 other children. The cops, CPS, my grandmother, my aunts. Nobody is doing nothing. I've already told my great aunt he touched me. She already told somebody, her and my older cousin, nobody's doing nothing. So I guess this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just telling you how a young child, not old enough to even wash themselves properly. Because you know girls, they don't be washing themselves properly or wiping properly. And I'm telling you, he touched me and it hurt. And everybody's just like, loo. If CPS gave Jarvis Butts, CPS left it up to Jarvis Butts whether or not they was going to put a safety plan in place. Y'all please make it make sense. He already was on the essay. He was already a PDF at this time. When Naziah and them, in 2022, when Janelle and Kei'Mani made their reports, Naziah is in those reports as just Naziah. The other 2 children's names are not there, but we know, from what we know, allegedly, let's just say allegedly, we know that one of them other kids in that report was his daughter, Janiyah. So, Detroit police, last week, 7 did another, breakdown, because when they did the last one, both videos on the channel, the one from last week, it starts off with the echo, but it straightens out. I got it straightened out. So they did an update, because when they first did it, it was just about CPS. So last week it was about the Detroit Police Department, and he had the police chief on there, and he's like, you know what? I can't make no excuses. We didn't do what we were supposed to do, and there you go. But we've put some processes in place that now, if we get a report, even if we don't have any last name, We're going to talk to everyone that is in the house. God damn it. Why did it take for this young girl to lose her life for that to be a freaking process? Who is Naziah? It's a question. If this is, if the aunts and stuff has reported to CPS, CPS knows exactly who Naziah is. Because CPS was involved in her case. She has a CPS case. Her grandmother did, this is what bugs me about CPS. Her grandmother's not even supposed to have kids in her custody. So yeah, she cussing them out in the morning, praying, yank your shoe, your damn jacket, bro. Your goddamn jacket. You know why? Because it ain't yours. You went and got that little ass jacket. And you didn't come and get no goddamn socks. You should have came when they came. So you don't wear no socks. You know, give me time to get some socks. Let us pray. Who time is it to pray today? Oh, Naziah, I think it's your time to pray today. Because the last time all of them prayed. But it's your time to do it. What, bitch? This is how the grandmother was talking. Right. Let us pray. Bitch, fuck your socks. Let us pray. This us getting, and the sister with the phone. This is every morning us getting them ready to go to school. We gonna pray now. Y'all think this shit okay? Y'all think that this is okay? And what behooves me is, until somebody tells me different while the family is online fighting, why has those kids not been removed yet? Why was those kids there a minute more after Naziah was unalived? I mean, they should have been taken, taken before that. But I'm saying, okay, let's go past that. Why them kids was there a minute more after? Somebody please tell me. Please tell me. Why are those kids? Why? Janelle and Kei'Mani said they will open up their homes for them children. I ain't hear Roxy say that, but go off. But Mama Annette was out there getting her some burger and the fries because she don't say much. The grandmother. Oh, you see Jarvis in the court? I can't. My daughter got my glasses. I can't see. Like she ain't know who Jarvis was. Baby. Mother made you, motherfucker you. When them text messages came out, bitch, that man was always in your house. And these women are so trifling. Now this is alleged. I gotta say alleged. Well, the boyfriend untold it. Because he slept with both the twins the first night he met them. Both of them came from the boyfriend. They was in the house when he was saying both of them. He met them on a dating app. He met one of them on a dating app, Marquita. Shannon was just extra. So rumor has it, allegedly, that Jarvis was seeing the mother even when he wasn't cool with Shannon. He was seen out and about. She riding shotgun. Y'all, you know what? On that note, I wouldn't even look the way of nothing in the direction of nobody that my daughter's dating. My daughter's not dating. She's 17. She's not dating. I wouldn't even look in that direction. What the heck? Okay, but on that note, we're going to go ahead and go get up out of here. Like I said, shout out to no one. If you're looking to put some music behind your video, go ahead and check no one out. All I can do is drop his link in the chat, and you would have to reach out to him and work out the particulars, because that's his business. And shout out to everybody that came by today. I miss y'all, and I'm glad that y'all are here. If you're not following Cat Not Williams, what are you doing? Get on over there and support her. She's not live as she normally is when she's covering a trial, but she still be over there doing her thing every now and again, dropping the video. So go on over there and check out Queen's Live. Over there, we got Cat Not Williams. Go on over there, check out Cat Not Williams over there. And follow the most interactive channel here on the YouTube, Flesh of the Gods. He is doing a great job with his, I think it's so dope, the awards that he's got going on. Going over there and sub on up to the Flesh of the Gods also. And thank you for coming, hitting that like and or dislike button. I do like this system because I can hit the dislike button. Next, to see if you're still in here, drop your own link. Tech Not Clouds, drop your own link for Instagram, because I'm seeing cross-eyed over here. Drop your own links in the chat if y'all here. Y'all can follow them on Instagrams. And if you are a member, please take advantage of the emoji here for Kei'Mani. Shout out to the mods for coming through today and just, chilling with me in the chat and checking this out and, dropping a couple links. I don't think we have any other mods that have a channel that they can drop. But if you are here and you're a mod, you got a channel. Go ahead and drop it in the chat. And I'm going to end the show like I always end the show by saying, bringing awareness that men get breast cancer too. Because of the stigma of the word breast, we have changed the word to chest and or pec cancer over here. Let's continue to bring awareness that men can get breast cancer too. And to my ladies, please make sure that you are getting your mammograms, filling on your boobies to make sure that you are all right. And Tat Clouds, thank you so much for rejoining the membership today. I appreciate you. Glad to see you, girl. FFS, I would like to see you a little more. Unsubscribe and subscribe. I don't be on here often. My mama is, in a hospital, and I gotta be there because I almost needed the bail money. Just for one person, but they're doing two people, but they're doing a fantastic job over there. Cherish your loved ones, because you never know if they're going, what's going to happen with them. And if you have anybody that's in a hospital that's down, advocate for them, because if you don't, nobody will. It seems like they do their job when they see somebody that's there all the time, because I'll be like, what? Like I'm part of the team. Y'all just hand me y'all said visit analysis. What? Oh, because I thought me and you was gone. Okay. Yeah, so they knew. The doctors speak to me with respect. Y'all gonna respect me too, but the nurses and everybody have been nothing but great. And so shout out to everybody in the medical field. Thank you for doing all that you do. Everybody that works with insurances, thank you for doing all that you do. We are in some tough times where they're messing with, seniors care and all that. And it's even our own insurance. My copay is ridiculous. But it's, people that are out there fighting. You know, they have not made public, but I got information. They have not made public. We are definitely in some type of another crisis right now. My uncle is retired, and they were begging him to come on as a consultant. He finally broke down and said, for the people, yep, I'll do it. I'll consult. Of course, he getting his coin, but he went back to, consult with them because there's something going on right now. And nobody in the big man is not saying anything to us. You can't go in a hospital without wearing a mask. If you go in a hospital, you see the nurses never take their masks off. Pay attention. If you visit a hospital, you will see that the nurses never remove their masks at all. And so they have masks where they're saying that they're going to be whatever. I don't want to talk about that. I don't even get into that. They have masks in the hospital. Like, listen, you come to visit, you need to take a mask. Now, you can move it all around if you want, but you need to have a mask. So when they contacted my uncle, like begging him, like, we need your help. We need your help. He's like, I'm retired. I left. We need your help. So he just was like, okay, I'm not meeting with that guy in the White House. I want to meet with some people that are knowledgeable about, health and, in pandemics and all that type of stuff that my uncle is, into. So yeah, there's something going on. So I know we heard about the measles outbreak, but it started in Japan, but now it's moved over to somehow into Texas. But there is another strand of this COVID thing that's really has taken off. He didn't say what it was, because he just he's home, chilling. I'm retired, getting ready to put my house on the market because I'm getting ready to move somewhere to a town where they don't charge taxes. That's what, he was telling them. Listen, I'm not coming in there anyway, so I want to be remote. But yeah, there's something going on. The same way when the coronavirus happened, we knew at the end of 1999, November of 1999, not because of my uncle, because of the company that I worked for. We knew in 1999. He didn't say anything till March of 2020. We were working fully remote ever since the end of January of 2020. So November of 1999, we knew something was happening. We just didn't know what it was. But because I worked for a global company, they, the people in China was saying, whatever, something is, so all we know, the company just started pulling everybody in from everywhere out of the country. Y'all have meetings. Y'all need to have meetings. Y'all can have them on Teams. And then they came, as a matter of fact, as of January, everybody stayed home and worked from home. They didn't let the world know until March of 2020. And then we knew what it was. So yeah, it's sad that all these other things matter, but people are not taken into account. People are so backwards. When you think about diversity and inclusion, you just think that it's for African Americans. It's not. It's just not. It's not for just gay people. It's not. It's for a lot of different races, a lot of things went into diversity and inclusion. People just are so one track minded. You undo this, you undo everything. Even though they have the American Disabilities Act, which I'm proudly a member of, yes, that all tie into that as well. But the ADA was already formed before that became an initiative. But it's all, some things were tied into it. And if you knew Who benefited from diversity inclusion? This is why you see people having meltdowns all over the place. It wasn't African American people. People are just delusional. You have to do your research. Stop seeing color. Because this is not a color thing. It's a rich thing, poor thing. If you're not part of the 1% right now, you don't matter in America. Period. That is just what it is. So you have to step out and make a way for yourself. Somehow you gotta not lay down and like just take this laying down, but the way we going, I don't know. I just know that this is not 1930s, 20s, 40s, or nothing like that. That's all I can tell you. But people need to do their research. When they undid diversity and inclusion, just know that I wouldn't be the only one affected by that. A lot of people look at the farm industry. Do y'all think getting rid of the Mexican? Do y'all think getting rid of them was smart? It's not. Are y'all going to get out there and chase the chickens and stuff, and y'all going to go out there and do that? They do those type of jobs that that some of us think that we are too good to do. Some of y'all was going out there by the Home Depot. Hey, Pedro, like my toilet, and the plumber is talking about. Yeah, y'all know about the help being out there, going down there by that Home Depot. Y'all going down there in this. Let me tell you something. Plumbers and stuff is not even coming to your house without a 200 and something, 300 and something, 400 and something, 500 and something deposit, depending on what they coming to your house for. Trust me, I know. And deposit is non-refundable unless you use their services. Now, if you use their services, they will apply it. But if you don't, you just pay for them to come out here and tell you something. Oh, you may need to change the rinser underneath your. I could do that myself. My husband paid for this man to come out here. The gutter had we had a storm and it knocked the gutter off, and he's like, well, let me just. The guy was like, listen, if I go get up there and put that gutter up there, I'm going to charge you $400. I think you are you scared of heights? All right. You can get you a ladder. Bring the bracket down. Just don't put it in the same hole and secure it back. He said, I'm not even going to, I thought you had a real problem. He thanked me because I just came out here like, I'm not going to. He had to do that. It wasn't in these times. I bet you if he come now, he'd be like, all right, yo, I can hook that up for $400. It wasn't nothing with it. Nothing wrong with it. It was just the storm had knocked it was shaking, I guess, and then the screw popped off. I'm just being honest. I'm just telling y'all to do y'all research and see what all was covered under diversity inclusion. It just, it just because people are just colors. I don't see people for color. I see people for energies. How you treat me. That's how I see people. And that's just the honest to God's truth. I have an adopted brother that's Caucasian. And the funny thing is, in case of emergency, my name is there, his name is there, because he's in New Jersey. My sisters are not. I have family members in New Jersey, and their name is not there. Let me shut up for some people getting there. Yeah, so I don't see that. I don't see that. And let me tell you something. Blizzard, storm, rain, sleet, John. I had to tell him the other day, you got a cat, your boot on your, why is you even in here? I can do this. I'm trying to make sure everything is straight for. I didn't even ask you to come down here. Like, what are you doing with the boot? I don't want you. You couldn't get the boot off, cause you're always moving around. I don't need you to help with this. Like, I was cleaning my mother's house, getting some stuff straight. Now here he come. I don't need your help, John. Sit there. I don't know why you think I can, cause that's what it is. I'm not gonna sit here. We're not gonna argue. Like, what are we arguing about, John? I got this. Okay, but you look like you were struggling, John. I'm not struggling, sir. Okay, put your boot up. Sit over there and put your boot up. You got the key to my mama's house. Because he go down there and feed the fish twice a day and water the plants. So yeah, I don't see that. It's all about how people treat you. That's what it is. It's about energy. Some people need to stop and give that up, because I mean, it is what it is. I know who I am. Let's not get that twisted. But at the end of the day, you never know who may be there for you. John been in our family, in our life for like 13, 14 years, and been there since day one, since the first day we met him. The crazy thing is, he looks like my uncle, a Caucasian version. It's weird, but he does. And my uncle be joking like, you saw my daddy. Now, why you say that, Uncle? My uncle just as crazy as I am. Now, why you say that to that man? Because he does. He looks like you. It's Bubba, your daddy. I'm out of here, y'all. I'm going to see y'all in another live. Let me get ready. I got like a couple hours to brush up on some stuff before I got to be out of here, taking my daughter to work, going to see my mama. I appreciate all y'all. Come on back in here. And I'll see y'all in the next live stream. Oh, if I upload another video, you know what I'm saying? Wait a minute before I go. Hey, Rebecca. I can't leave it out saying hi to my Rebecca. I didn't see you, Rebecca. You're going to have to go on and watch the video. It's another one. This one is from Toledo. Yeah, girl, this you probably saw it on the internet, but yeah, I took a justice for Kei'Mani, girl. Whew, I don't know. I thought you would get, yeah, that's her name there, Kei'Mani Latigue. Justice for her. I think that the grandmother is probably gonna go on ahead and she might be. I think she was lying about asking for those handcuffs being put on her. And we not we are not convinced. You okay? So oh, I just saw something I was looking for, but okay, go off. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get out. You made during 2020, and no, it wasn't PPP loans. I didn't want nor qualify for that. I qualified for it, but I didn't even apply for it. I qualified for it as a real estate agent. I didn't even apply for it because I was just like, yo, that's too good to be true. I ain't falling for no daggone PPP loan. Child, I was scared and nervous, and I said, yeah, I made a little money because like the housing market took off during COVID in 2020. What? People was flipping houses and people was getting houses, and the lady bought the house next. The family next to us bought the house for $500,000. What? How much? I said, let me go on here and look again, because I had the access to go on. How much they bought this house for? Child. What? I want to put my house on the market right now. I may flip the switch and put it on there. Because I sell my house to get my own commission. See how that works? I sold a house to me and got my own commission. Yeah, but anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. I got to get ready to go ahead and see what's going on with my mom. And if she's feeling all right today, I'm going up here to aggravate her. All right, well, I can. Go ahead, everybody aggravate your mama today if she's still here. If she ain't here, your daddy aggravate him. All right. I'll see y'all in the next video or live stream. Thank you for being here. Peace. Survivor Speaks is the name at the end of the day. People love me or hate me, I don't care either way. Breast cancer busted through like a thief in the night. A cancer's ass was knocked out before the end of the fight. A champion coming through, knocking everything out. This is hard if you see, I do nothing for clout. Just like cancer, I'll let nothing take me out. So be respectful when you step foot inside of my house. Or prepare to have your ass escorted on out. So hop up out the bushes, wipe your feet, take a seat, and get comfortable and chill with your girl. Survivor Speaks, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Who, what? I'm Survivor Speaks. What time is it? What time is it? It's time for you to hit that like and subscribe button. And turn on that notification bell so you get a notification each and every time that I go live. Yeah.